What's going on, everybody? I am going to do a work EDC today, and let's just get right into it. So this is just going to be for an updated version of like the working man's EDC, or I think that's how I labeled the last one. I forget, but something along those lines. Anyway, just start with the watch. Today I got on the original G-Shock Atomic Solar watch. This is the original design from 1984, 80, it might somewhere around there. This is an awesome watch. It's under $100. Atomic Solar watch. It's got all this other, like, all these words and different stuff that's you don't really need, but nonetheless, it's an awesome, reliable watch, and this thing is a beast. I mean, if you've seen some of my older videos of my G-Shock that I had on, that's Atomic Solar watch that I used to wear for work for the last 4 years, that thing is whooped. I mean, it's completely just beat up, but it has it still works. You stick it in the light for 2 seconds and it just starts winding. So that is the watch. Over in this pocket here, I keep a pen. This is a Black Scout Survivor tactical pen. You got the carbide tip, just to unturn it there. And I have it with a Fisher Space filler inside it. I like those cartridges. And this is also my self-defense option if needed, because like I said, no firearms. Then over in this pocket, just keeping my blade, my tool, my cutting tool. This is your Kaiser Vanguard VG10 steel. Just basic tasks, cutting boxes, and different stuff like that. On the head here, I got my safety glasses. Gotta always have these here. You know, safety glasses. Just, I don't know, keep stuff out of your eyes. Usually, that's what they're for. The belt that I use for work is my Travex clinch belt. Not to get weird, but things are gonna get weird. This thing is high-grade aluminum. I've had this for about a year now, and it hasn't been fraying. It's just a really nice belt. Made in the USA. It's a low profile belt. I use this every day, even when I'm out of work. This is just my belt. I am due for something else soon, but that's what I have for now. Well, I like it. It just works. In this back rear pocket, I keep my Hank. Just a little army guy Hank. I rotate this out with a bandana sometimes. Today I got to paint, so I'll probably have my bandana in my EDC bag that I'll throw on my head. I usually always wear that because my paint hood mask, which is this gigantic thing that you put on, and comes in a big fresh air pack, and so you can breathe. This make you get zits, so I wear a bandana just so I don't break out from this little pad thing here. So a bandana, I always have a bandana, but most of the times what I use it for is on days I gotta paint. Back here, just keep my VanQuest wallet. Inside there, I keep some lock picks. It's got the RDIF blocker, we all know. And I keep 2 titanium lock picks in there. I use these a lot here. Different people always losing keys for their file cabinets, and they always come down and get me because they know how to open locks. Another thing that I carry all the time is my ID badge. which goes here. Just looks just like me, doesn't it? And then in this thing is obviously my ID badge to get in the building. I'm the only one who has one of these, but this is the garage door opener for the main doors to the building. And that goes in there, and that's just my badge. This thing here is my sheath from Sweech Leatherworks. This is custom, some leather. Freaking forklift. So they put these stop signs everywhere for like a safety reasons. The forklift guys aren't really digging it. Anyway, what are you gonna do? So in this thing, this was custom made for me by Sweech Leatherworks. He got, Jesus man, he's got the red stitching around there. It's loud here, guys. I'm sorry. It's the workplace. It is what it is. I'm on my break. I got about another 5 minutes, and I got a jet. So he's got the red stitching around here to match my leather boots. These are awesome. I got to do a review when I get the new ones. These are the Thorogood. I forget what they're called, but I've had them for about a year now, and they're about $225, but well worth it for work boots. Guys, if you look for a good pair of work boots, Thorogood is, you can't go wrong with them. Made in the USA. They're so confident in these boots. They put made in the USA right on them. And when I tell you that they're probably one of the best, most comfortable boots I've ever worn. No break-in period. They're just awesome. I love them. Getting another pair soon, and when I get another pair, we'll compare the two. The only thing that wore out on them is the bottom part of the sole here, the rubber. And I forget what kind of rubber it is, but anyway, he's got the shotgun bullet on there for me, and he custom made it for a Sharpie to fit in there, a mini Sharpie, but I haven't been able to find a mini Sharpie. But they do have knockoffs, but I don't know. I just have that for like a pen or just something else. Over in this one, I keep my O-Light. This is my S1 Baton Mini. This is a badass little light. It fits just perfectly right in there. I mean, you can't get any better than that. Then inside here, I keep my Leatherman Surge, which I use all the time here. This thing is the best multi-tool I think you can get. It's got the saw, regular blade, scissors, which I use a lot. Over here, it's got the cutting saw, which I use a lot here too. The pliers, the cutters, the heavy-duty cutters. Inside, it's got the AUG, pry tools, different pry tools. Over here, it's got the flathead, the bottle opener. Take this out of here, and it's got the Phillips. That's it. It's got a ruler. It's just a good multi-tool. Instead of using my knives and my blades to pry things and stuff like that, I always use this Brassworks little tool he made me at FPS. I forget what it's called. I'll try to put the link for his Instagram. 875 FPS on Instagram. Get a hold of him to get a hold of these little guys here. This is pure brass, and this thing is just an absolute beast. I love this little thing. I use it all the time, and it's held up. It's a soft metal, so, you know, but it works. Other than that, the only other thing I carry for work is just my personal trauma kit. And inside here, I just keep just some simple stuff. A rat's tourniquet, a Sharpie marker, chest seal, and North American Rescue trauma dressing. And this is just my personal one. I prefer to use the rats on myself, only because carrying a cat tourniquet is a little bit too, it's too bulky and it's too big to carry around. In the shop, we have tourniquets. I have hanging. This is a rat's on the back, and then inside, I keep a soft T and a Sharpie marker and a chef seal. Just in case there's an active shooter or even just somebody gets a real bad cut, we have means to respond accordingly. Then also we have just installed a brand new rapid response first aid box up top there. So I actually did in the last few weeks, sorry, let me just adjust. In the last few weeks I actually did a lot of improvements to the shop, so I'll do a new tour of that eventually. Missed it. Also I keep my, so if I'm going to go out on the road on the truck, either whether it's a tractor or the regular pickup, which I do got to go soon, this always comes with me. This just has just some essential stuff, no big deal, it's just my daily essentials pouch. I usually don't go anywhere without this. It has some tape and a fixed blade knife, a wolf pup, and a Kydex sheath, a SWAT tourniquet, a couple pens, a Sharpie, and another O-light in here. That's the S1R. I mean, so this one's 900 lumens. Sometimes I'll actually just bring my whole EDC pack, except the only thing is my firearm can't be with it, so I'll have to take that black bag out of it and leave it locked up in my car, which is why I have that bag set up like that, so I can remove that bag that looks similar to this one, except it's black. It's the same bag, and my Glock 43 fits in there with some magazines, but no firearms at work or in company property, so I leave that behind. But anyway, this is another bag. Sometimes I'll bring with me with my just EDC bag, which has some stuff in it. But this will just have a bunch of tools in it and all that kind of shit. And my Anchor power bank, a battery chargers, and then in the back here, I just keep a simple boo-boo kit. You know, nothing like my big trauma, my first aid trauma kit here for me, but it's just you know, just stuff for here to fix little knick-knack stuff, super glues and rubber bands and charging stuff, and I have some different means to entry tools. So you got your Wardic pick locks and some more titanium picks here, which I like these ones better because they have the bar, so your tension bar is a lot easier to use on these ones than my other ones that are flat. And then the crescent wrench, which I use a lot for different mini work tasks when I'm not at the shop or around my toolbox, or just even on the way home. This bag's always on me. And then you got the bigger pry tool. And I also have inside here just some backup sunscreen, and then a sill lock key, and that'll open, in case you guys don't know what the sill lock does. Most industrial buildings have these locks here for the hose water. If you can see it right here, and you just put that in there and find the right one, and that's how you gain access to your water. So if there's like a situation where shit's hitting the fan or something like that, you need to get access to water, that's how you can open it with one of these. Most industrial buildings have them outside. Here in the shop I have one inside. This is also my shit hits the fan bunker, because this place is one of the most secure places in the world, not to mention I have two huge steel doors there and then my own separate steel door here. So this is my hideaway for shit hits the fan. I'm also only one of the only people that has the remote door that'll open with the backup generators. So yeah, this is my safe haven. More than welcome to join me, but beware. Shit hits the fan, this is where I'm coming as a backup plan. Anyway, my shop is my life. That's pretty much it. I have a backup multi-tool here. This is just your Leatherman Wingman, I believe this is. Yeah, this is just backup. And I got a lighter here with a bunch of duct tape wrapped around it. And just a Pilot G2. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's my work EDC for your everyday working man. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Get some ideas for what you might want to carry for work if you're working in an industrial place or you know, in a body shop, mechanic shop, carpenters, roofers, whatever you do. It doesn't really matter. Cops. I have stuff for cops too. Security, whatever it is. Like in my EDC bag, I carry this, and this is my. Seems like it's dying. I might have to charge it. But this is the M2T Warrior flashlight, and I carry this. Is always in my EDC bag, and it's just a good light. It's got the crown bezel. I don't think that's at 1200 lumens, but might need a charge. Anyway, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoy the video. Catch you next time. Peace.